Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am awake. This is an impromptu live stream. Good morning. It's nice to have you in here. I am awake. I did not get a video recorded, and I woke up at 3:30 this morning and said, I feel like doing some art. So here I am. Also, I have some happy mail that I want to share. I thought about just recording a video, and I thought, no, I'm going to be doing my art, so I'm just going to go online and share it. So if you're watching this, say good morning to me. I know this is not my regular stream, but to tell you the truth, this is just like doing a video. So that's what I'm going to be doing. This envelope is from Arlene. Arlene, thank you so much. I don't know if this is painty papers or if this is just a regular happy mail, but Arlene, you're getting painty papers from me. Hi, Linda. Good morning. I'm awake. I woke up and I said, I feel like doing art. So here I am. And this envelope is a little bit different to open, but I want to open it from the side because I'm making a journal. This looks like just regular happy mail. Let's see what she says to me. Mary, my sister makes tatted doilies. I thought that you might enjoy them. Hope that you can use them. Oh, Arlene, bless your heart. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. You guys, you are way too good to me. Must be in the middle of the night for you. And it is 4:27 a.m. I'm awake. And you know what? I think this getting up on Tuesday and Thursday mornings is good for me. I do think it's good for me. I'm awake. I'm ready to do art. I'm ready to start my day. Let's look at, oh, look at this. Oh, this is beautiful. Let me open the, oh, these are tatted doilies. What did she do here? Arlene, I have an envelope of painty papers that are going to come your way. Thank you, Linda. I don't think anybody was expecting me to do a live this morning, but I thought, well, I could do art and just do a video, but then I have to edit it and process it and upload it, and I thought, that'll take half my morning. I'm going to just go live. Oh, look at these. Well, let's put it back on here so you can see them. Oh, these are wonderful. Look at, I'll show you this one here. This is a smaller one. Oh, wow. This is tatted. Oh, Arlene, thank you for thinking of me. These are just beautiful. Oh, wow. Bless your heart. Thank you so much. Sometimes, you guys, you just blow me away. You just blow me away. This happy mail just takes my breath away sometimes. Thank you so much. And look at this beautiful painted envelope. I wish I could show you the other side. It's very similar to this. Thank you, Arlene. Now, I also got another happy mail, which I'm not sure now if this is painty paper or not, but look at what she's done to the envelope. And this is from Ruth Lamb. Ruth is from Canada. Aren't those beautiful? If you're in here watching, say good morning to me so that I can say good morning back. Don't be shy. Let me say good morning to you. Look at this. Hi, Eva. Oh, you're 2:30? Oh. Well, you know what, Eva? I woke up at 3:30 this morning, and I was wide awake. I said, I'm ready to start my day. I'm going to go start it. So, thanks for sharing my morning with me. Oh, follow your dreams. Oh, wow. This is a handmade card, too. Follow your dreams. It looks handmade because she stamped it there. Oh, yes, it is. And she's done a really beautiful. It almost looks like I had to go. Now, did she hand make this or did she buy it? Because it looks it's very professionally done. I think I can read this. Oh, it's a happy birthday. Oh, never apologize for being late. I'll take a birthday every day of the year. Thank you so much. I just wanted to show my appreciation for all you do. That works two ways. I appreciate so much the people who watch my videos. Oh, thank you, Eva. Thank you so much. I just wanted to show my appreciation for all you do. I enjoy watching and seeing all your unique take on things. You always surprise me. Thank you for that. Yeah, I always come up with something, don't I? Sometimes I get myself into a mess in front of the whole world. But you know what? That's life. I'm going to do something new today as soon as I get done opening these. I'm sending you some bits of things that I will hope that you will have fun with. The jelly print I am so proud of. Oh, good. I have some that I'm sending to you, too. Let's see. They're some of the first prints that I like. Oh, wow. Well, mine are some of my first prints, too, because I'm a baby jelly printer. Oh, wow. Linda McAllister is from the other side of the world. She's waiting for lunch to come. And I'm going, oh, it's 4:30 in the morning, Linda. Oh, dear. Let's see. The piece of map is of Nova Scotia, Halifax, Dartmouth, are all the largest and closest to me. On the back, you can see Melee Falls. That is where I grew up. Population of 25. I grew up in a really small town, too, which I think is really great. I don't know. There's just nothing can beat those small towns. It is a wonderful place to grow up. Again, happy birthday. Thank you so much, Ruth. Let's see what she's done. Oh, she sent me a beautiful painty paper. Oh, thank you. Wow, look at this. Oh, look at what she's done here. Oh, look. Oh, look, a butterfly. Oh, wow. I'll use this. Oh, wow, thank you. And some more painty paper here. This will go in my, look at that. Thank you, Ruth. Some little bits and pieces here. Oh, and she embossed this. It feels like a wax paper, and she sent it through the, oh, and she sent me some die cuts. Oh, do I see a scissors? I think I see a scissors. A key, and it's kind of stuck to the tape in here. Oh, I don't want to ruin it. Let's see. There it goes. Just a little piece stuck on there. Oh, I do. Oh, look at this. Oh, a scissors. Oh, this will go in a special, and a key, and Oh, look at this. How nice is this? Thank you for sharing these with me. Oh, wow. Thought these would make great masks on the jelly plate. Oh, and they are strong paper plastic. Yes, they will. And I'm going to be doing some more of that. Give a little, help a lot. Wow. And here's the map she was talking about. Wow. You guys, you just share so much. I have to figure out where I am at here. She's got Halifax and Dartmouth. I'll have to look at this closer when I can get my nose up to it. And she sent some more. Oh, this is a deli paper. And look at these die cuts. Oh, here's that mask. She did that mask on an envelope when she did the boho tags. Oh, this is just beautiful. I love these die cuts. A bicycle. I love bicycles. Oh, thank you, Ruth. You are so generous. I have an envelope of painty paper coming your way. Look at this. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Ruth, Ruth, Ruth. I'll tell you, just the envelope would have been fine. Look at this. Oh, I don't have good lighting early in the morning, so I can't hold it up to the light and to the... Oh, this is just beautiful. This is linen. This is a fine linen, and it looks like it's been I wish I could get better lighting on it. This has been hand done. Each tiny little stitch. Oh, wow. Look at, there you can see it pretty good. Isn't that just beautiful? I love gorgeous, gorgeous needlework. This is just a treasure. Thank you so much. Something like this, I suppose it could be done on the machine, but each tiny little piece like that, I'll tell you, there's nothing. There's nothing that can match when somebody painstakingly does something like this. I have a group of needlework friends. I used to do a lot of counted cross stitch, and I don't even like calling it cross stitch. It's just beautiful art. It's needlework art. It's needlework, and it's an art. And they do, I used to do a lot of needlework, and I got off into this world of all the mixed media. But I'm still in that group. They let me be there, and I just ooh and ah everything that they do. I mean, their needlework is art. And then she sent me some more painty papers. This will go in my painty paper book. Yes, it will. Look at black and look at that. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Thank you so much, Ruth. Ruth does come in on the mornings. She'll probably peek her face in here. Hi, River City Creative. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. So, I told you I was going to do something different this morning. I got a couple things I want to work on this morning, but I'm going to work on this first. These are canning jars. And this is a project that I've seen these in magazines. I think I saw them in like the Better Homes and Garden and in the Mary Jane magazine. Mary Jane is a organic, kind of like a city farm girl or organic farming type magazine. Everything in that magazine is organic, but it's more for city gals who, well, not even just city, but city gals are included. And I say city gals because it's for them too. But these are canning jars. I just turned them sideways so that you could see them. But what they do is they poke a hole in the lids, and I got some of these knobs at Hobby Lobby on sale. I put them in here. Let's see, where are they? Here's one. See, they still got the price tag on them. 79 cents. Here's one. Isn't that beautiful? 79 cents. Here's a, now they're going to be bigger as I put them into the jar. They should probably be cut off. Looks like somebody tried to cut this one off. But for my purposes, I don't care because I'm not going to be opening and closing these a lot. I've got another one in here. Here's some with just the screws. They need to be, I might play around with those. But I got them at Hobby Lobby, and this one was 99 cents. There's two in there. Here's one, 89 cents. I'll have to choose. And then I found this big old belt at the Goodwill store, and it was all linked together, and we broke it apart, and I have these pieces that I'm going to use in my art, and here's the other link to those. There's several of these. So make at the end a nice little figurine. Oh, to go inside? Are you talking about here? Make or turn it like this and make a figurine, or put it in the jar and make a figurine down there. I need to know more what you're talking about. And then there were a couple of just plain, I don't know, this was just a wooden X. It was in the clearance, these are in the clearance bin, 29 cents for that X. And what else did I get here? Here's another X. This is part of that belt hanging on there. I got some X's for 25 cents, 29 cents. What else did I get here? I got this one was a little bit more. That was $1.24. I like to raid the clearance bins. As you can tell, this was $1.74. I brought this home to show my brother. The original price on this before it was put on clearance was $7. And they reduced it. It was in the clearance bin, so I bought it for $1.07. Okay, it's starting in this morning. I was showing you this piece that I got at Hobby Lobby. The original price was $6.99, and I got it on clearance for $1.74. And I got this big belt. I mean, there are several links to this big belt. And I asked my brother to take it apart, and I was telling him how much these cost if you just buy them separately retail. And he said, oh, a couple dollars. And I said, no, more than a couple dollars. And I bought this to bring it home and show it to him that this is original price is $6.99, which is $7. And I bought it on clearance. And this is more of a thin filigree piece, and this is a real strong metal here. Now it does have the link on both sides, but you can hang things off of that. You can, like I can put a hanger here and hang a tassel or something off of there. Yeah, Mr. Buff again. Mr. Buff. They're not kind, and I was thinking about yesterday, I got knocked off, oh, probably about 10 times during my live stream yesterday morning. But I was thinking, you know, it was stormy, and it may still be stormy here. I haven't looked outside yet. It's been really stormy. We aren't getting so much flooding conditions in our county, but the county right south to us have flood warnings out. And it's been unusually stormy and rainy here. So it may be something to do with the weather too. So I got to give YouTube a little slack. So I'm going to see if I can't put these together real fast. I'm going to sit down. I'll probably have to jump up if it knocks me off of the data connection. But I'm going to take one of these apart, these lids off, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball I'm going to see if I can't put these together this morning. And like I can put my washi tape in here. I can put odds and ends and bits and pieces. And let's see. I want to be just a little bit. I was going to eyeball it, but I think I'll measure the diameter of this is 3 1/4. A half of 3 is 1 1/2, and 1/2 of a 4th is an 1/8. So it's really 3 1 5/8. Right about in there. Now I have to do the same thing this way. It's kind of hard for you probably to see where I put that mark, but so it's right in here where I want it. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Once I get one in there, I'll just poke the others for. And I'm thinking that my crocodile will poke through that lid, and I want the larger one. I'm wondering if it's going to. It may not reach that far in. No, it doesn't reach that far in, and I don't have the long arm one with me. So I'm going to have to stop with my big project here because I need to go get a hammer and a nail. And I'm not going to stop my live stream to do that. So that ended that right there. But what you can see where I'm going with this. I'm going to take a hammer and a nail and poke a hole in there. And then I'm going to put one of these knobs in there. So it will have the knob on the jar lid. And I saw this in a couple of different magazines. So this is not an original thing. This is more like a decorator type thing. But I saw these on sale. So, I mean, they were selling these for $10 and they've reduced them down to $1. And I'm not sure why. I guess because they don't have the ends, but I've got one that has the ends in them. Well, yeah, they do have them. They're right there. I'm not sure why they put them on sale, but we'll find out. So I'm going to do that later this morning. I'll show that project later. So I guess I'll take my jars and put them over here because my crocodile doesn't reach that far in. I'll have to get a hammer and a nail. Boo! Well, we'll move on. That isn't the only thing I have going. No, it's not. I have art on my table. Let's see what's going on in chat. What will you do with the jars? I'll probably put things like washi tape and broken jewelry. I've got all my broken jewelry in a big box. I'll probably take some of that out. I've got some more on order that I'm getting from Recycled Parts for Art. She's got Jerry at Recycled Parts for Art has had some broken jewelry. I've got mine on order. So, oh, let's see what else. Hi, Tammy. Yeah, it's a clever idea. It's not my idea, but I found those ball jars at the big, well, we call it the Big G. It's an Ace Hardware. This is the canning season. So instead of canning fruit, I'm going to can my broken jewelry and my washi tape. I think I'm going to put washi tape in a couple of those. Yeah. Hi, Crafty Shack. Jude, good morning. Welcome. Yeah, this is kind of an impromptu live stream because I woke up. I woke up. Now, I think it was Janet left a comment on my Mornings with Mary yesterday morning. I was showing you all the painted paper. Well, here are the envelopes. I can't show you the front because they're all addressed. I did not make it to the post office yesterday because I was working on these and some other projects, and it was raining, cats and dogs here, and I just didn't feel like going out. But they're all ready to mail. This is the back of them. So they're all addressed and everything on the front. I'm just going to slip a little note on in each one before I seal them. But Arlene and Ruth, you're getting one of these for your beautiful Happy Meal. And then tonight, Aunt Beck on Aunt Beck's Creations, she's going to be showing how she makes a journal to put her painty papers in. And this is my zine art journal. I was going to put my painty papers in there, but I've got 10 of them here. No, I've got 8 here. I don't have the Ruth's and Arlene's in here. So, and it's overflowing. So what I'm going to do, this is a zine art journal that I made from a big piece of watercolor paper. What I'm going to do, I'm still going to use it, but I'm going to get one of those stronger papers that I jelly printed, and I'm going to do the wraparound thing, which means that I'll do, let me pull one out here. Let me pull a painty paper out here. I'll show you. This is not a strong one. This is just composition book. I'll get a strong piece of paper here. But what I'll do, I'll open this up and then tape this in here, and then I'll do the wraparound like this. So it will close this way, and then it will extend the journal. And I'll get something that matches this. But I still want my painty papers because I made this, geez, I thought with a big, huge piece of paper that it would hold everything. And I want to put them all in the same journal. And I want to include, here it goes like this. I want to include the envelopes. These are the envelopes that they came in. And the envelopes are, some of them are beautifully painted. This is Aunt Beck's swap. And I'm glad she said use a 6x9 envelope because everybody did, and they're all the same size. But she said you don't have to decorate the envelopes, so not all the envelopes are decorated, but that's okay because I can, for me, this is a scribble journal, and I can write my notes on there, like if I want to write a quote or if I want to write an idea. I'm thinking of a Halloween story, and I was thinking this scribble journal that I'm going to make would be great to start writing my notes for the Halloween story that I want to do. So you might be seeing me do my Halloween story in here. And this is the card that Aunt Beck sent. Here are your painty papers. I hope that you enjoy them. I sure had a lot of fun making them. Let me tell you, Aunt Beck and Janet both, they sent out, I'm only sending out 10. And I worked and worked and worked to get those 10 out. I think Janet has sent out 20, and I think Aunt Beck has sent out to everybody in the swap. And, you know, it's a lot of work to do these, so this is certainly appreciated. And then these are Aunt Beck's papers, but I can see me going in and using this. I call it a scribble journal, but it's more of an idea book. But it's got, see, this world is but a canvas for our imagination. So I can see me using this to create my Halloween story or any other ideas and inspirations that I get. Like I can, over here I wrote a quote. I think it was 33rd Avenue. The quote that she said in the group, and I just wrote it down on my drop paper. It says, "No measure of time will be long enough, so let's start forever now." Write that on a piece of paper and just smash it in there. It's kind of a smash book. It's an artsy smash book. It's a scribble journal. That's what I called the other one that I'd been doing this summer. I don't have it handy with me, but this is like painty paper from everybody. And I'm not going to go through all the folios. They send 10 painty papers to everybody. And Aunt Becca, she sent me her doodle face, and I love that. And so I'm keeping all the painted papers within the envelope that they came in, so I know who did each set of painted papers. So here's Aunt Beck's. Here, I painted out the addresses, so I'm not too worried about that. And here's Janet's. Just beautiful papers. I'm just thrilled to have these. But Aunt Beck in her live stream tonight is going to show how she's putting together her painted paper book. So, but I'm going to sew mine in here. I on purpose left this blank so that I can sew my pieces in here. This one has 2 in there. This is Janet's and Tanya's. And in here I have Danny Coleman's and Kendra's. Beautiful painted papers, just beautiful. I'm a baby jelly plater, so mine aren't as beautiful as everyone else's. This one came from Dawn. I got this stuck here. Well, that's okay. This was kind of a plastic. No, she put tape across the addresses and the acrylic paint didn't stick, but the addresses aren't showing. I'm going to have to peel this paint away here. I'll do that later. But I wanted to put them in my book. So this is Dawn's, and Dawn actually bound the signature together for me. But she left me, look, she did a, I must have it upside down. It goes like this. She did a waterfall. I love how she did this waterfall of index cards. Just wonderful. So very creative and thoughtful. So, and then the last one is from Jen Yates. So if you sent me a package of painted papers, you're getting some for me. And I didn't get to the post office yesterday, but I am today. It's on my I have to do list. So I wanted to show you those. And then what I wanted to do this morning was do a painted face. I probably will not be on here till 7 o'clock this morning. I wanted to do something this morning though. So this was the last painted face that I did, and I like to cut around. Let's see, where's my policeman here? See, I like to cut around just the style of this book. I cut out the shape of the head here, and I didn't get that done when I did this one online. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to leave part of the blue. Make sure I just have one page. And I'm just going to cut out her profile here. This is kind of the style of the book that I'm doing. And I wasn't sure about this one. I must not have been in the mood to do a painted face the morning that I did this, because it didn't, well, I got off to a bad start and I wasn't able to recover. But now that I'm looking at it, sometimes when I get into that situation, if I put it away and come back, then I go, well, it's not as bad as I thought. And I really should have my smaller scissors are out in the other room. Let me just kind of do the best I can here without completely ruining it. I can't see too well while I'm holding the book where you can see. There, that's kind of what I want. And let me come at it this way. She's got more of a pointy chin here than I want. Let me smooth out the... There. Sometimes you just gotta be brave and go for it. There. There. Now, what did I do with my wastebasket? Oh, it's right there. All right. So let's see what's in chat. Who's come in? Hi, Kimberly. Good morning. Azure. Good morning, Azure. Thanks for dropping by. This is kind of an impromptu. I woke up this morning and said, I feel like doing art. And I did not have a video done. So, and 33rd. Whoops, I got out of my chat here. Let's go back. Hi, 33rd. 33rd, you got your jelly plate. Oh, wow. She's looking forward to Obsession. Do you actually have it or is it on order? She said she just purchased her first jelly plate. Looking forward to Obsession. I have to get mine out again because I'm in Lisa's swap, so I've got more painty papers on the way. And I would not be surprised if there isn't another envelope in the post office. Kimberly Ray says, me too. Oh, Kimberly says, I got my jelly plate a couple weeks ago. Haven't gotten to it yet. Yeah, Kimberly, I had my jelly plate for a year. A year. I got it as a birthday present from me to me, not this past year, but in 2017. And it sat around for a year while I did all my other art. So I know what you're saying. Let's see. Eva says they're addicting. Painty papers are great. Thank you, 33rd. Good morning, gals. Mary sold her bed. Oh, dear. I have to laugh at you. Linda, you have such a wonderful sense of humor. You just make me giggle. Azure says, pushing the Sandman dust out of my eyes, Mary. You're sneaking on without me. Well, the Sandman didn't leave much sand in my eyes last night because they popped open at 3:30. Crafty Shack says, gorgeous. Thank you, Crafty Shack. Crafty as Shack. Jude. I'm going to call you Jude. Hey, Jude. I don't know if she's still on. All right, so I thought I would do a painted face this morning, a quick one. And I like to use a reference photo, and I got this big old book at a library sale, book sale, Goodwill. I never buy these brand new, but I was looking at pictures, and I'm going to have to stand up. Let me zoom in. I like this young boy. He's at a ball game. Now I'm going to have to sit down so I can read the print. Oh. This is not a young boy. This is a young girl. Her 1974 practice swings were for show. 2 years earlier, Maria Pepe, P-E-P-E, Pepe, had pitched 3 Little League games in Hoboken, New Jersey before being lifted because she wasn't a boy. The state civil rights office filed a case and the league lost and had to allow girls everywhere to suit up. But by then, Maria was 14 and too old to play. But she probably had a lot to do with other young girls who wanted to play. And she probably cut her hair short so that she would look like a boy. I'm going to do her. She really belongs in my Influential Women book. But I'm going to do it in my Painty Paper book because I want to work in both. And let me take this book cover off because it gets torn. It gets used. It's what a book jacket is there for. All right. And you won't be able to see because I'm going to, of course, the bookmark fell off over the I'm going to have to put the book up to the top here so that I can see to do, I can't go too much further, so that I can see to do the page. And let's see, where shall I work? I don't think I've worked in the back. Let's see. Let's do one. Let's do one right in here, maybe. Right here. And let me see what I have here. I think I have a couple of markers. I've been using my markers on those envelopes, so they're kind of using them up. Let's see how, yeah, that's good. But I'm not sure about this page. I'm not sure that's going to be good for me this morning. Let's try this one. Or maybe I should go. Trouble is, my book is too big. And I don't have a lot of room on my desk. I did not make room on my desk this morning. Will that lamp hold it? Yeah. I'm getting situated here. I guess that lamp will kind of hold it, and I'll work on this side. Can you see it, though? I've been jelly plating. Let me zoom out. Give you a ride. I've been jelly plating, so I have paint all on this side of my desk, which only is about 9 inches left over there, so I'm just getting this situated so I can work on it. I just want to do a painty face this morning, and this may be perfect. I'll work on this side right here. So, before I get started, let me check chat again. Eva and 33rd and Crafty Jude and Kimberly. Thank you, Crafty Jude. 33rd is talking about her new jelly plate. I can't wait to hear and see about what you do with those painty papers. Hopefully that book will stay open for me. Maybe if I just kind of hold it. So I think I'll work on the, no, I'm going to have to work over here. So I've got to get a sense of how I want this. Her arm is going to come this way. Thank you, Marie, for opening up the world of Little League games in Hoboken, New Jersey for other young girls. She just wanted to play, it doesn't say whether it's baseball or softball, but I'll bet it's baseball. It just says Little League. And at that time in 1974, it was only open to young boys. Young girls, I guess, were the cheerleaders. And there's nothing wrong with being a cheerleader. You should be able to do what you enjoy because you're only young once. You're only young once. Those kids should enjoy their youth. Shouldn't have to worry about whether they can play or not. Okay, and so the sleeve of this coat kind of comes this way and kind of comes down this way. And I'm just kind of getting a sense of where her head is going to come. And this pen is, I don't know. I haven't been having much luck with these lately. But I like using them. Let's open up a chisel one. It's getting warm in here. I might have to turn on the fan. All right. So her face almost comes clear in here. But I'm sketching in her jacket right now. Kind of comes up that way, and she's kind of, and then the jacket comes off this way and comes this way. And then it's got a collar that kind of comes up and around. All right, and then the face falls in here. Let's do her hand first, though. Her hand is holding the bat. And there's hair here. Curly hair. She cut it short so she could play in the league. In the ear, this might, and I paint over this, so if I'm out of proportion here, I can change anything that I want later. The collar kind of comes more up this way, and ooh, it's warm in here. It is so warm in here. That's my fountain pen. I've been using these pens on my envelopes that I'm mailing out, so they've been scraped against acrylic paint, so they're not the best. Let's look at chat. Azure says, pencil is safer. Me too. I'm not this brave. Well, it's easy to be brave when you know you're going to paint over and when you know you're just doing a fun face. I call these fun faces because if it doesn't look like the reference photo, it doesn't bother me. I'm not doing a portrait to where I'm worried about it even being in proportion. I'm just having fun. I call them fun faces. And I know this will all be painted over with paint. But thank you, gals. One for the girls, Crafty Jude says. Yes, one for the girls. Blick had 50% off this weekend. So she broke down and bought it, and it's on its way. 33rd is talking about her jelly plate. What size did you get? What size of jelly plate did you see? My pen is... These aren't acting like they usually do. It's really warm in here. I'm going to have to get up and turn on the fan. You're going to hear a roar. It makes a noise, but I have to have some air. I have to have air. Oh, dear me. Let's see if I can't find a better pen. I've been bragging about these Pen Plus Gear pens, but they haven't been working for me lately on these painty papers like I expected. Maybe they heard me bragging and changed the... or maybe it's just my imagination. She just wanted to play baseball. She just wanted to swing that bat. Now see, There we go. And then she's got a smile. And it's not a full tooth smile. She's just smiling. She's got her lips closed. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. And then her hair really comes in here a little bit more. And then her ears falling in here. So you can see I'm scribbling over my lines here. It's certainly not a perfect drawing. And I think her head in here is probably has a little bit more hair than the reference photo has. But she's got kind of curly hair like this. And it kind of swooshes around. And then she's got an eyebrow coming that way, and we'll darken her eyes just to give them a little life. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. And then this is a black and white photograph that I'm working from. So I'm going to imagine that her jacket is probably like it's probably not a real leather jacket. It looks like it's a leather one. It could be real leather. You never know. But I would think at that age it would probably be a faux leather jacket. It's not suede. Alright, I'm going to leave it like that. She's got a little bit more of a grin than I have on her. She's got a grin. She's happy. She's smiling. I'll take care of that when I come back in with the paint. So what I do here is I just basically get the shape of the head and everything, and then I'm going to move this book because it's too big for my desk. And now I'm going to paint it out. Let me put the book down on the floor. I might need to use it as a reference again. Now let's check and see. Let's check and see what you can see. Yeah, that's pretty good. Welcome to everybody who's come in. Thank you, Linda. Fun is good. Yes, fun is good. Because if you go into your sketch, just get a magazine. This is a magazine. This was a country magazine that I just painted out with white craft paint. This is not a expensive art journal. And if you just go into it with the idea that you're going to have fun doing it. You're not going to worry about, does it look like the picture? Does it, you know, you're not going to worry about all that. I have to get my craft paint out. I have things stacked up here. I'll give you a sneak peek of, I went to the State Fair August the 29th, and I did some sketching. And I just sketched in black and white, and I've come home and I've been using watercolor to color it in. Now, mind you, these are motion sketches. At the State Fair or any public gathering, people are on the move. Like if you went to the mall and you were doing sketches in the mall or at a cafe or something, these people are constantly in motion. So the best you can do is get a quick motion sketch. But I'm going to come in with watercolor. Now I'm in the exposition center here. So this is a great big open area, great big tall ceilings, and then they have all their booths and everything in there. Hi, Sibylla. Sibylla, I remember you. You were in one of my live streams. Welcome. And Debbie, hi. Debbie says, hi from South Africa to all. Good morning. Good morning to all my international friends. That is one thing that I love about the early mornings. I get to meet you gals on the other side of the world. So, hi C.L. Aldridge. Good morning. Who else have I missed here? Kimberly Ray, Linda, Sibylla, C.L. Wow. Oh, wow. 33rd bought some jelly print plates this weekend. She's been telling us about it. I can't wait for you to get them too, 33rd. So welcome to gals that are coming in. Oh, you're from New Zealand, Crafty. Oh, hello to all my international friends. You know, that is what I love about these early morning sessions. Because when I stream on Friday nights, you all are ready to call it a day. You're ready to, you've had your day already. So anyway, this was at the State Fair, and I was walking around this exposition center, and there was a kind of like a little chair off over this way. And so I sat down, and I was sketching off to the side here. There was this, call it Darby Creek, and they had little samples of food, and people were congregating in that area getting samples of food. And here is where I started going back in with my watercolor. Now this may not make a lot of sense to you, but it makes sense to me. I'm outside, and I'm on this isn't the midway, all the rides and everything are off over this way. I didn't go over that way. But there's the walkway down here, and there's all kind of tents and booths, and this was either a taco, I think this was a taco stand here, and back in here was a big old center, you know. They called it the Heartland Center. Big arena type thing. And then they had outdoor tables where people could sit and eat. But here again, even when they're sitting down, you can get a sense of where they are, but they're constantly moving. People are constantly moving, so you're just going to get little strokes. So, and here is one where actually these two people are these two people. And there was a man and his wife having, I was sketching probably sketching around 11:30, 12 o'clock. And there was root beer. That says root beer. It's not cool beer. That says root beer back here. And I haven't watercolored all that in. I don't know if I'm going to. I was not only using pen and ink. And I've come back in and put in the colors here. These are Jane Davenport watercolors. But you get a different sense when you come home and work on it than if you were there and working on it. But mind you, all around me, there are people. There are people all around me, on each side of me, people walking in front of me, people, and one little man, I got the biggest kick out of this he was a little old man. I mean, he must have been 70, 80 years old. He stopped and he noticed what I was doing. I was sketching. He said, "Are you writing down recipes?" He thought I was, you know, he entered a pie in the contest food here. They drive these little golf carts around, shuttle people around in the little carts, and this one was just parked in front of me. But even then, I had to sketch fast to get that cart because they drove away. And this was a lady just sitting there waiting. And here was the flag, making a difference for you at the Nebraska State Fair. I don't know if I'm going to put color on the rest of these. You get a different sense of when you go back in color in it, and I don't think you get as much of a true sense of the time and place as if I would got out my watercolors and worked on it. I can tell the difference. When I'm out urban sketching and I'm in the environment and I use watercolors while I'm there, I get a whole different sense of it than if I sketch it and bring it home and fill it in from memory. I can tell the difference. So I might just leave these black and white. I was sketching fast, let me tell you. I went from one page to the next. Here's some more people sitting down. They're having their lunch. It was lunchtime. And there's a bench off over this way, and there's a nacho and pretzel stand there too. And I think the taco and nachos and pretzels, and then a root beer stand. And then off over here was another midway going that way. And here's some people just standing around talking like they do at the State Fair. People just, they go to the fair to I swear, people go to the fair to have fun and look at the exhibits, but I think they go to the fair as much to congregate and meet each other and look at other people as to look at all the exhibits. But I think I got a pretty good sketch here. The lady had her handbag here, and there was a man with her, and there was just a group of people talking. There was a lady in one of those seated, I want to say wheelchair. It wasn't a wheelchair. It was one of those little motorized vehicles that they drive around. Here I was just sketching several people, different positions. I just went, because they move so fast. People move fast, so I had to sketch fast. Here these guys having lunch again. They were pretty stable, so I got a better sketch. And I got a better sketch of the stand back here and people ordering food back there. And then, that was all the state fair. This was in a parking lot way off on the other side of Joann's. There was this tree. I did not order state fair food. It's too rich for me. So I got a lunch, and I drove my car out into the parking lot and parked under this big tree and had my lunch there. But I said, look at that tree. And I just got a sense of the tree. This is just a beautiful tree with the, how it has just a little fairy house in there. And another one in there. So I had fun. That was the last one. I had fun. That's the extent of my urban sketching this year. I need to get out, maybe do some more before the snow flies. And the only reason I'm showing it to you is it was sitting on my paints over here. Alright. So, I'm just going to fill in this Maria, I think is her name. Soft player. Let's see. Let's start out with, warm beige for the face. And I did not come prepared this morning. Believe me, I've got water, but it's not what I thought. Okay, warm beige. I'm talking to myself here. I want maybe a little color. This is coral, but if I mix it with that beige, just a drop of it. Let's just put a little on here. And a little white, maybe. I'm going to do the flesh tones on the face first. Okay, let's see what's going on in chat. Leave it to Mary to find the only tree at the fair with a fairy house. Did she find the tree? The tree actually was not at the state fair. I was at the state fair, but that tree was in the shopping mall area. I went to Joann's, so that tree was actually in the parking lot area. And I got a lunch, and I was sitting there having my lunch. And I looked over and I said, that's a cool tree trunk. I'm going to sketch it. Aw, thank you, 33rd. Hi, Debbie. Tree sketch conveys texture, yet such an honest, low-key rendering. Yeah, I sketched that entirely with my watercolor, so I don't have the lines of the marker lines and everything on it. Whoops. I just love the idea of you sitting there sketching all those people unnoticed and yet so there. Yeah, I was noticed though. That is the thing. I wanted to not be noticed, but you cannot sit in a crowded area and pretend to be writing recipes and not draw attention. I mean, I was way back against the wall, and people were walking in front of me, and then, of course, the midway area was out over this way. And people still, I swear, when you do something like that, you're a magnet. But people come to the state fair to watch other people. What am I doing here? Am I buffering? My phone is buffering. Let's see. Oh, I guess I'm okay. When I start to buffer, that means I might fall. So if I fall, I'll be back. I was buffering on my old phone here, but I kind of tapped the screen. Yeah, I was saying how people know. People just know that you're up to something. Linda says, I can't pronounce the name. Yichi, Tio Yichi is doing that kind of drawing a lot. Do you know him, Mary? No, I don't. But there are a lot of urban sketchers. There are a lot of people who just go and out and sketch. And a lot that are a lot more talented than me. But speaking of talent, don't let your talent or your lack of talent or the fact that you may not be as good as somebody else, don't let that stop you from going out and doing something like that if you really want to. Just go for it. And I still am not totally comfortable sketching in front of everybody. And I've done a lot of sketching around people. When I was in school, the art instructors would send us outside to sketch, and of course that's how I met one of my roommates. I was out in front of the Arts and Sciences building, drawing the building, and my future roommate, who was a nursing student, she walked up to me and she's a very curious person. She's very brave. I would not be brave enough to walk up to people and say, "What are you doing?" But she wasn't, it didn't bother her at all. So that's how I got to know my roommate, one of my roommates in college. She's passed away now. I miss her a lot. I miss her a lot. She completed her nursing and she moved to western Nebraska. I didn't get to see her a lot in later life. Let's see. This area here I usually trim out, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Now see, I've got color in her face, and I've just used a couple strokes. I still have a lot of paint on my palette there. I tend to put too much color on my pages. I'm trying to train myself not to ooze color there just because I'm painting. Let's see. Now, I'm going to kind of paint in the jacket area here. And I'm doing this not looking at the, let's see, the collar. The collar comes up this way. And comes down in here. And now I'm doing this just from not looking at the photo. I don't know what I did with my water spritzer. I'm not totally organized this morning because I woke up and said I feel like sketching. I didn't really plan this out. Let's see what's going on in chat. So Alice in Wonderland-ish. Yeah. They're still talking about the tree. People watching. Yeah, I think people go to a lot of these, even like, well, in the United States especially, kids will go to the mall, not so much to shop, as to go to the mall and meet other kids and have, you know, maybe it's not so much of a pastime now as it was in like the 80s and 90s. Going to the mall just to get out of the house and have fun. In my era, it wasn't the mall, it was Main Street. Kids would cruise Main Street just to get out and have fun. I need more brown in there. Let's see. My photo is down below, so I'm not going to get a true sense of this jacket. It comes this way. And probably some darker area in here. But then again, this is not meant to be a realistic. I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun. To tell you the truth, I think I want to put a little dark blue in that jacket because I want her hair to be brown, but I don't want the entire page to be brown, so I'm going to put some dark blue tones in that jacket. Whoops. Darker than that. Work it in. Probably have to get out more brown in the collar area here, and then in this area here. There, I think I'm happy with that as far as the jacket. It's very illustrative. It's not meant to be a painting. It's more of an illustrative painting. And her hair, I need more brown. Really, I need some yellow tones in her hair. Some gold tones. That's metallic. Don't want to give her metallic hair. That might be fun to do sometime. She'd end up looking like toucan, well, you know, that Egyptian mummy. Goldish brown tones in her hair. And I'm just painting in the, I'm not really trying to make it look, I want it to be wavy, but I'm not trying to do every little strand here. In fact, it's not looking so great in there. Bring it up like this more. Not sure I like that. I might have to go back in. I don't like that hair down on her forehead. If there's something to knock over within reach, I will knock it over. I think I'll get out a clean brush to do that. Let me reach over here, maybe this one. I don't like what I've done in there. I want to paint it out. Oh, I want more white. Yeah. Leave her face alone, Mary. I tend to overwork. And I lose the spontaneity of the initial painting. I'm trying to get myself out of that. Let's see, here, her hand has some fleshy tones, though. Let's put some fleshy tones in her hand here. And she's actually holding a baseball bat. Of course, there's not going to be enough room for the bat. You probably won't know if the bat that if I do that. So I think I'm going to leave well enough alone there. I think what I'm going to do is leave well enough alone. I don't mean it to be a 10-hour sketch here. I want a wider brush, but not a huge wide one. Here. Let's mix some white with the blue. Get a blue background in here. I just kind of want this to be a fast, fun face this morning. Does not have to be perfect. I'm not going for perfection here. I'm not going for perfection. And I think if I paint her, I think I got her head too much hair right in there. That's how I talk to myself when I'm painting. Leave her face alone, Mary. I get some blue right in here. Whoops. All right. I think I'll leave it very sketchy. I think I'll leave it alone. Just very sketchy. And then I'll let this dry, and then I'll come back later. What I usually do on these others, what I've done is I will let this dry, and then I'll give it a coat of Liquitex, matte medium, and then I'll come back in with my marker, and then I'll draw in big dark lines. But I think I'll leave this one alone. I think I'll just quit while I'm ahead. Train myself not to overwork so much while I'm having fun. Maybe a little bit of dark down in here, just to, but see, I keep saying, well, maybe. That maybe gets me into trouble when I say maybe. Maybe I'll do this, and maybe I'll come back with that, and before I know it, I've overworked it. Stop, Mary. Stop. But you can't stop when you're having fun. All right. You know what she needs, though? I will put in just a little bit of eyebrow. I've kind of painted out her eyebrows. Just a little bit there, just to give her a little expression. And I'm kind of imagining where they are. A little bit of hair around. And notice her ear. Now, her ear in this sketch is just an area. I do not have a lot of detail work in her ear. I mean, it's just an area there. It's just the shape. I'm going to leave it like that because I'm not going to work in a lot of detail. This is more of a sketch than a painting. It's just me having fun on a, what is this, Wednesday morning? All right, stop, Mary. I can't stop. Help. All right, put the brush down. I will. Let's see what's going on in chat. They're probably shouting at me. Hi, Maria. Good morning. She says she can only stay a minute or two. Thanks for popping in. She may be gone by now, but it's nice to see you, Maria. 33rd says, Bethesda Fountain in Central Park was a fave place to people watch. Today, just about any place where there are peeps. Everywhere. Yeah. In Nebraska, in the rural states, you have to go, like, go to the state fair or go to the mall. Used to be Main Street down in like the 50s and the 60s, early 60s. It was like Main Street USA in the small towns. But that's the past era. Debbie says, your character looks like she has some mischief up her sleeve. She does, doesn't she? She actually, Debbie, you were probably not in here when I was reading about the reference photo. This is a young gal who wanted to play in the boys baseball league. Was it the small, I forget what the name of it was. But they didn't allow girls in the league. And so, of course, they took it through the court system and everything. And she won. The league lost. And she won, but by the time she won, she was too old to play. So she kind of opened the doors. I'm kind of washing out my brushes here. She kind of opened the doors for other girls to play. So she did have some mischief up her sleeve. She really, a detailed sketch of her belongs in, and I may put her in my Influential Women book. I may do a better sketch of her where I'm actually sitting down and sketching her out. I may do that. Her name's Meri Pepe, P-E-P-E. CL says, I saw a lot of books that way. I just take a small stack in a bag and then sit and color some. Oh, she does. She works in a lot of her art books that way. She takes some books and she finds some place to sit and sketch. People are always curious. You cannot get away from, they know. Like if, sometimes like if I'm, well, not so much in a doctor's office, but like when I take my car in to repair or get it checked up, I'll be sitting in the lounge area and I'll get out, even if I get out my phone, sometimes I'll get out my phone and sketch on my phone. But if I get out a sketchbook, if I'm drawing, and if there's somebody across the way sitting down reading a magazine, they seem to sense. They sense that you're up to something. You know, people just naturally sense that. I got paint on my, probably have it on my face now. People watching. Yep, people watching. So, let's see. Let's set this aside for a second. Let me reach over here. Let me reach over here and get my dictionary, because I don't want to waste my paint. And I was watching Amy at Aljohn, her channel name Aljohn. That's the name of her channel. And she was cutting out, she had a dictionary that had a lot larger pictures than what this one has. But she was using her dictionary words for embellishments. I'm just using this as a paint out book. Seems kind of a shame in a way, but when you think that I will use these in my art. An English teacher would probably cringe if they saw me doing this now. What are you doing to that book? Then you used to in school, did you ever have your teachers show you the proper way to open a textbook? I mean, those textbooks had to be old and probably 10 classes of people ahead of me. But still, we learned the proper way to open a new book. Let's get some tan in. And this is just going to be background. I'll come in and stamp it out. And there you go. This big brush. I want to use up my paint here. I don't want it to go to waste. I don't care about the book. Well, I care about the book. That's really not true. I love to read. Books are I just finished a couple books. In fact, I was going to go to the library yesterday. I didn't make it. So I'm going to the library today. I like to read. I like to read for enjoyment. I like a good fun novel to read. I love historical novels. I'm not so much into romance stuff. I'm kind of past all that, but I love the historical novels. I won't get off onto the French Resistance theme that I got onto yesterday. That was my latest read. All right. This will all fall into the background. I'll use it as collage fodder. I don't want to paint out too much of that text. I got more paint on my page, but if I put it below, it'll just stick. So, yeah, it's gonna blow. Fan's blowing the pages. Stop it. There. I had to weight the pages down. I'll throw this away. I hate to waste even the little minor pieces of craft paint, but I don't want to put my hand in it either. All right. So I'm not going to stay on long this morning. I don't want this to be a big, huge, long live stream. I just wanted to come on and do a little art, open my happy mail, do my fun art. I was going to work on those jars. I was going to work on those ball jars, but my crocodile doesn't reach in. I have to give a hammer and nail and poke a hole in those lids. And then I'll come back maybe tomorrow morning and finish them up. So I've been on almost an hour and a half. Thank you for everyone coming in and saying good morning to me. Debbie says, better to use a book like this than let it... Yes. Thank you, Debbie, for saying that. It's better... They sit on the bookshelves. Sometimes they get packed away in boxes and either up in an attic or down into a musty cellar. And, you know, make an art journal out of it is my attitude. Let it... Use it. Use it up. Linda said goodbye. Hi, Ann. Good morning, Ann. Thanks for stopping in. CL says, between you and Dee Dee, my day is much brighter. Yes, today is Wednesday. Dee Dee will be in Dee Dee Willingham. She's one of my... I started watching her Monday Live. She's on for like 4 hours. She just does excellent. And I have to tell you, I miss her a lot. I mean, I don't miss her. I miss watching her because I'm so busy in my day. But I go back and watch her replays. So sometimes I have to watch it in segments. So I've watched probably about 2 hours of her Monday stream. And here she's ready to go again on Wednesday. Yeah, she makes my day too, CL. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much. Hi, Life Mix. Good morning. And I said good morning to Ann. Thank you, ladies, for stopping in. Who else did I miss? Linda had to leave. I said hello to Maria. Could only stay for a little bit. So I think I've welcomed most of you here. If I missed saying good morning to you, you still have a good day. So I'm going to take off. I got to fix her head right there. Just so I look through the camera and I see things I missed. Her hair, she got kind of a cowlick there. I got to go in and fix that. I threw my paint away. Oh, there's Maria. Yeah, 33rd is buffering. So I better say good morning to you all. Have a really great day. I will do a live stream tomorrow morning, and I'm going to poke holes in that lid so I can finish my project. So, thanks for coming. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Oh, have a great day.